very well in the
You're
US,
paying them.
that to portray this, to transmit this lovely, it's like a script, seriously. What's happening in Mariupol and what we've been observing first of all, let's start from the beginning. Mariupol is the hometown of the notorious Azov battalion. The Azov battalion, the neo-Nazis that are wanted for war crimes in Europe, not just, it's not just Russia who's talking about them committing war crimes. So hopefully, Peter, obviously the Russian side is of no relevance to you personally. You're playing for the different side, but it's the Europeans who are admitting that the Azov battalion is guilty of war crimes and crimes against humanity. You can check this out. Maybe it will help you get a better understanding of what's going on in Mariupol. We hear from civilians within the city, that this Azov battalion, they're putting missile launchers on top of buildings. They're literally, they're not letting civilians out. Nobody's targeting civilians. Nobody has targeted civilians so far. And as to the remarks that, President Putin wanted to go in and out, well, look, again and again and again, if somebody wanted to get in and out, we would just bombed it to the ground. The Russian army is more than capable of doing to Ukraine what the US had done to Iraq, what they had done to the parts of Syria that they fought in. The Russian military within this operation has been adamant about the importance. I did not interrupt you, so you're not going to interrupt me, Peter. Can you stay quiet for 1 minute? Oh, thank you very much. That's lovely. The civilian population of Ukraine, specifically of Mariupol, I literally have people that I know personally there, and they've confirmed it, that the Azov battalion, they are in the hospitals and then they stage it to look like it's been, a hospital has been bombed by Russians, which is preposterous. There are fake news that are being broken down to pieces, daily. We see the same actors being shown as, Russian soldiers captured by the Ukrainian forces. We see bloggers being photographed in maternity wards. And for some reason, there's a maternity ward with just one pregnant woman in it that happens to be a Ukrainian blogger, and she just happens to be there photographed, leaving it. It is so disgusting what the Ukrainian side is doing in Mariupol. And I think that you should be ashamed of what you're saying right now, Peter.
Let me say something. Do I still have a right to reply?
Yes.
You should ask our moderator.
I mean, this is, okay, Tatiana, the entire world is seeing what they're seeing, okay? The footage that is being shown in between us on the screen right now is footage provided by Indian TV crews, colleagues of our host here. They are filming it. Are you going to tell them that, they're being duped by Ukrainian actors? They are demolishing buildings just so that the Indian crew has the wrong idea of what's happening. The entire world is seeing it except you Russians, You cannot fool everyone. You can try to impose a blockade on the Russians, and that's what's happened, to prevent them from getting the information. But everyone is seeing it. Why are you telling us that the sky is yellow if we're all seeing it that it's blue? All right? And one more thing, you compared it, you keep trying to bring this kind of parallels and poke Americans in the eyes. I'm not going to defend Americans and their adventures in Iraq, okay? Don't pin me to that. By the way, I'm half ethnic Russian, and right now I'm ashamed of that half, okay? But I'm not going to justify every misadventure America's had. This does not exonerate what Russia is doing right now. Two wrongs don't make a right. The big difference right now when it comes to Putin's own propaganda is that, okay, America was getting involved in the Middle East. He was not getting involved in the brotherly nation of Canada, let's say. Putin proclaimed that Ukrainians are their own people, and now he's bombing them because they did not greet him with flowers. That is the end of the Russian idea, guys. Russia is not gonna outlive this bloody tyrant. This is the end of the Russian project, Tatiana. You better be looking for a job. You're already out of a job. They shut down Sputnik. They shut down Russia Today as the worst kinds of propaganda. You are enabling a dictator. Do you understand that with every passing day, you're earning, they're collecting evidence against you. You and Simonian and all these people are going to be tried in military court. You're still young. You're going to see that day. You're going to be tried, okay? Putin's going to be run out of town. You will be held accountable. You better think about it now. I appeal to you. Stop covering up this bloody dictator who is like our 21st century Hitler. I see perfect parallels between Putin and Hitler. Being under no illusion that this is anything else. This is pure evil, and it has to be destroyed. This evil has to be destroyed. Tanya, you are enabling evil right now.
Don't Tanya me. This is disrespectful. I've only seen you twice, and
it's the truth. It's the truth.
What, the truth? What is the truth? That I'm out of the job.
What is the truth?
That you're literally.
That's what you Russians are trying to tell the world. There's no truth. You're trying to create this reality where there's like no truth. Everyone has a right to his own, ideas. You can have the right to your own, facts. No, I don't think so. There are facts and there are lies. And Russia is an empire of lies. And it's been exposed, and the entire world hate Russia. Why?
Yeah.
Why? It's not just American and Anglo-Saxons. It's everyone. Everyone has turned on Russia. Everyone. It's the most toxic name in the world right now, to be Russian. It's a fact, Tanya.
Again, don't Tanya me. We don't know each other on a personal level. So I would ask of you to use my full name, because I did not allow you to use my name in a shortened version, first of all. And I don't care how old you are. Second of all, the whole world minus China, minus India, minus the whole of Asia and the whole of the Middle East is not the whole world. And this is exactly what we're talking about here. The end of the world order, where the whole world is limited to the US and the countries that follow its every footstep. And it is ending, whether you like it or not. We're getting more and more evidence every single day of the fact that the Ukraine was swarming with weaponry, was preparing for a full-on assault on the Donbas region to annihilate the whole of the civilian population of that region. That, oh, by the way, but you're calling it an anti-terrorist operation. You're not calling it civil war, even, because obviously you're such a democratic country where killing 13,000 people it's an anti-terrorist operation. Don't you dare talk about Chechnya and disrespect the intellect of the people who are here on this panel and compare Chechnya to Stalingrad and Stalingrad and Chechnya to Ukraine. The Russian military has been and will be targeting the Nazi formations in Ukraine. Hopefully, this is going to end soon. But I'm very sure that until the last of the Azov battalion and the right sector and the crimes that they've committed are very public, Peter, I hope that you can use Google well enough, and there's still internet in Ukraine. If you're still in Ukraine, then you can Google them if you don't know about them. So stop talking about a democracy. I know for a fact, firsthand, how they hunted down Russian speakers in Mariupol, how the right sector was hunting down Russian speakers in 2014 in Kharkov. I know this because I know people who were there, and I know people who were tortured. No, I'm not going to let you speak. So this is, and I'm also, we agree on something for once. I'm also ashamed of that Russian part of you. There is a very, very nice development, I find, between the two of us, that I'm also deeply ashamed about that ethnic Russian part of you, because you sold your soul to the American propaganda and you dare talk about my job. Might you find out right now that Sputnik and RT have not been banned in the US, first and foremost.